The Immortal Thor issue number 2. We're back into it, folks. Thor's doing some big stuff. What's he doing? He's fighting a bigger, badder, darker Thor. The Utgard Thor. It's great, man. You know, this is like the kind of thing Marvel's been doing a lot lately, and I say that loosely, but they've just been in like this weird, interesting place that's kind of, let's just, put our characters into like these really ultimate defining runs. They've been doing it for so many, and I feel like Thor's about to get one. He's had a lot of good eras recently. This is no exception, and that's pretty cool. So the Utgard Thor was like the being as old as the existence of beings themselves. It's the old gods, kind of like the Titans of Greek mythology, but for like Norse mythology. So there you go, there's something to play with. That's kind of fun. We open up this issue, and we're watching Odin sacrifice his eye to Yggdrasil so he can have all of the knowledge. Like the all knowledge, what do they call it? They call it like a specific type of knowledge, but he's smart now, he knows everything. Odin sacrificed his eye because knowledge is power, now he has the ultimate power. Cut to Thor in the present day fighting the Utgard Thor, learning what power comes with. Like an old being controlling the literal lightning of the universe and throwing it at him, and using like the Wheel of Fate at his hand, which is like his hammer, and just beating up our Thor so easily. As this continues, Thor reminds us that he is using a lot of his power, and because he's kind of like draining of both aspects of his own power and his father's power, which the more energy he uses, the closer he gets to the all sleep. So the stronger the force, the more likely he is to fall asleep and never wake up. So he's like, this battle is going to go very interestingly. I don't know how it's going to go. He's like, well, I have one kind of like trick up my sleeve that I can try to pull. So he like tries to like split the skies full of lightning, and the Utgard Thor's like, well, that's stupid. What did that do? But because he is kind of akin to Loki, just in some of like his power, he's like I ain't no trickster god, but I know how to pull like, make a little trick going on. So he splits the lightning, and like a weird like void opens up behind it, and he like commands the winds, and just ever so casually, though draining himself of this ultimate power, pushes the Utgard Thor through, and he is just like, okay, I'm probably gonna pass out, but for the moment being, that guy is gone. I need to breathe for a minute. He's like, okay, that was a lot. I'm very exhausted. Literally, somebody could punch me and I'd die right now. But I look around at what I just did to New York in like the realm of Midgard, and I should at least use what's left of my power to fix it. So Thor commands some muster of strength. He rebuilds the Statue of Liberty, cleans the streets of New York, and is like, okay, Mjolnir, take me away as far as you can. Boom! Blasts him to the gray area of the moon, an old city built by the Inhumans that is no longer commanded by Inhumans because they're dead or something. I only got to the moon. Shit. Okay. I am probably gonna fall asleep here. This is kind of interesting. I like this entire aspect of Thor. Like, if I use more of my power, I can enter the all sleep, and who knows what's going to happen to me then, how long that would wait, because it's an all sleep. It's forever. The entire lifetimes and just everything could pass before me. What I know of my mortal friends, what I know of my immortal friends, everything could just leave me in an instant just because I have no more strength left in me. And suddenly a voice appears next to Thor, and we see that it is Loki, and they are just like, do you trust me? Thor's like, of course I trust you, you're my brother and all that stuff. And they're just like, no, you need to listen to me. I'm aware of what you're going through. This is serious. And it's like, okay, well, what does that mean exactly? Do you trust me? And Thor's like, I do trust you. You are a trickster, but I do trust you. You are kin to me. We share blood. If we even don't share blood, I do trust you. I trust you as my own blood. But Loki asked the question, will you trust me even as your enemy? And then it just like the very notion of that thought just puts Thor into a contemplative spiral. Like, I am literally asking you to take me home so I don't die, but you are just questioning this entire existence of ours. But yeah, I mean, I guess I do trust you. So whatever that means, I guess do what you have to. And then Loki emerges into Jareth the Goblin King. No, like, okay, Loki just took, like, their final form, I guess. Even more, androgynous, even more David Bowie inspired. It's like, okay, it's been a long time, hasn't it? And you're like, what does that mean? A long time. So Thor is aware of this version of Loki, and this version of Loki is called the Teller of the Tales, which I don't know if that's some old history for the Thor mythos, but because it's so sparkly, I don't think it is. So this is very interesting. It's just Thor like, okay, there was a reason that you did this. I don't know what it is, but I do trust you that you are going to do the right thing. But can you trust yourself to do this? And then Loki's like, well, I guess we're going to find out. And they are going to do some big powerful thing. Don't know what that is, but a big powerful thing is coming from the Teller of the Tales. And this intense Loki is going to command power. And you're reading this book, and my first thought is just, wow. This feels like what a Thor book should feel like, where it's like everything is going crazy. There's huge, big stakes. Everything looks so good. My God. The coloring alone is just so great. Just on like Tyrannos, the Utgard Thor, it's like these dark colors, the way the lightning just bounces off of it. My goodness. It's really creative and fun. Like, I am really digging what this book is doing. It's something different. I don't know if that's like what Thor needed was something different, but we're trying something new here, and it's very interesting. Thor's probably going to pass out and sleep forever, and now Loki's going into their final form. It's kind of interesting. This is a very compelling mixture of ideas for the Thor character. So I do dig that. Not that much happened this issue, but a lot did happen at the same time, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's really compelling and fun. I am digging what this book is doing. So, the Immortal Thor issue number 2, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. So thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.